Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a quick video today, kind of describing this issue that I've been having, and I think it'll be a lot easier for me to articulate this on video rather than in text on the forums. So, if I could just have your attention just for a couple minutes here, and I'll just explain what's been going on, and kind of maybe better describe my issue, because I think there's kind of been a communication issue, kind of going on. So, just want to explain what's going on, and maybe we can, doing this, kind of narrow down kind of the source of my problem. This is obviously my FPV plane, which is just the Easy Star. That is my ground station, and that is my UHF radio. Now, somehow or another, as you saw in the video, I am getting some sort of very bizarre interference, I guess you could say, or I don't know what, it's static that keeps showing up on my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you the components, and I think if you see this in video, it'll be much easier so that we can all be on the same page, because I really would like to be getting some further flights. I've been flying FPV for well over a year, and I am not getting the range that I want with this system. So I'm going to go ahead and try to kind of introduce the components here. I got a camera, my camera right up there from my Ready-Made RC. It just simply goes from that little cord down. Let me take the pod out. I made this FPV pod. Basically all that happens is it's just going through these wires here, back to the transmitter, and then to the battery. That's it. That's my FPV system. That's a 300 milliwatt, 1.3 gigahertz or 1280 megahertz transmitter with an IB Crazy cloverleaf antenna on it. I want to make clear real quick that I've used two antennas there, and as well as two receivers. And if you don't believe me, there's receiver number 1, and there is receiver number 2, or excuse me, transmitter number 2, transmitter number 1. So those are the two that I've tested, same exact problem with each. So therefore, it is my belief that the transmitter is not causing this problem. Nor do I believe that it was the transmitter antenna, because I've tried two. I've also tried two different cameras, so I don't know if a camera tends to be a source for an issue, but again, camera number 2 is over down there somewhere. I don't remember where I put it. So again, all those things, those components, only constant here is that battery, but if your batteries cause interference, I'm not sure. It shouldn't, I don't think. Then basically, let me go through the rest of the plane, just to kind of show you the spacing of everything. This sits just right on top of here, on top of that battery. The battery just goes down to the ESC, which is way back up in here, so a nice distance between the ESC and the transmitter, which I hear that can kind of radiate some noise. And then lastly is the Dragon Link, which is just down, right down towards that center area right there, and it runs down out the back of the plane there, and it's just kind of messed up right now, but it's supposed to go straight out the back of the plane. So you can see there's a considerable spacing between the transmitter antenna and the Dragon Link antenna. So could that be the issue? Perhaps, but again, there is a considerable spacing there. Then I want to also mention the ground station. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I think I should, because this seems to be... I don't think the issue lies in the airplane. I think I can pretty much alleviate the fact that that is a possibility. I don't think that is. Because like I said, I've tried two transmitters, two cameras, two transmitter antennas, and that doesn't seem to be the source of my issue anyway. Basically here, it's not plugged in right now because I'm going to switch it out in a sec, but I got the receiver, which is just hooked up simply to an IB Crazy 1.3 gigahertz, 9.5 dBIC helical. And this is the thing though right here. Here we go. This little guy seems to be... Some people seem to think that this could be a source for problems. I don't know. It's called it says on the side here, let me show it to you. It says HPF 800 31234 on the side of it there. I can't see it there. That's supposed to be a filter that, according to Ready-Made RC, I believe it's a high pass filter. I don't know why I put it on there. I just saw it and I'm like, okay, a filter. I know that the third harmonic, it can be an issue between UHF radios and then 1.3 gigahertz frequency band. So I decided to get that. I just saw it and I thought I'd get it. I don't know exactly what it does, but some people, then I guess I'd be crazy, seem to think that that was supposed to go on the transmitter, but that does not go on the transmitter. I know that because Ready-Made RC sells another one just that looks a lot like that does go on the transmitter, and that was not it. So anyway, I don't know if this is important or not, but I just wanted to describe it. This just basically plugs in from, it's got the audio and video. Those just connect. They go through the DVR here, and then they just go to the goggles. And then obviously the other channels, or the audio and video both do that. And then the DC power is just powered by a little 3-cell battery up here. It just plugs right in. I just wanted to make that clear, so what we got going on here. You can kind of just take a quick look at the ground station. And then the last but not least, of course, is the radio. And here we go. This is just a 72 megahertz radio with the Dragon Link back on there. And I have nothing obviously going there. Now what I did just order, I got a couple days ago, or yesterday I guess, I got this guy right here, this notch filter. I guess I wasn't supposed to remove the zip ties, whoops. But hopefully I can get that thing fixed and do it right this time. I'm gonna put that on and see if it helps, but the question is this issue being caused by filtering, or is it perhaps being caused by that receiver right there? That's one of the constants, and a buddy of mine at the local hobby store seemed to think that the receiver was causing the issue. Then I got on the forums that day, and IB Crazy thought the receiver might be the issue, judging by the video, so I feel like that might be it. Also, some people, I was trying to describe this issue I was having with the goggles and the video. Let me test it real quick and see if it happens right now, because if it does, I can show you. Sometimes what'll basically, while I'm getting it plugged in here, I'll describe the issue. Sometimes I'll plug in, I'm going to show you. I just got my system ready. I'm going to plug this guy in here. See if I can do this with one hand. Oh, hold on, I have to get two hand rules. Basically, I'm right now plugging the battery into the receiver. Oh crap, I forgot to, hold on one sec, I forgot to plug this in. I'm just basically plugging my video and audio plugs, which I forgot to do. Probably end up editing this out of the video. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to plug the battery into the receiver. The light goes on. Let me show you here. We got the light on. And now, I don't know if this will actually show up in the camera or not. Let's try it. Well, yeah, that's it. You got the goggles. Just showing that static like they should. Everything looks normal. Now, let me go ahead and plug in the this right here. This is just going to turn on the transmitter and the camera. I'm going to plug it in, just set this camera down for a sec. Now let's see, do I get video? See right here. Why is this? Why am I not getting video right now? As you can see, this is plugged in. Everything is connected. I just don't get video, but I bet you if I try it a few times, it'll go on. So, see, so if you're saying that filtering could be causing this issue, I really, really don't believe that's causing the issue. This shouldn't be happening. This is cable, everything looks fine. I soldered that myself. I've had a lot of trouble with Ready-Made RC transmitter cables. They're very, very fragile. But everything plugs in. Now I'm going to unplug this because it's obviously not working. Now, let me try a couple more times. Just please bear with me here. Let's see, I just replugged it in. Okay, now I got video now. Why is that? All I did was unplug it and replug it in. Very, very strange. But as you can see, my proof, I got video. I did nothing except for just unplug it and plug it back in. And I don't know if I keep trying it, sometimes it might go on, sometimes it might not. It's going on now. If I unplug the receiver station, and I'm plugging the receiver station back in, and now I'm going to plug the plane back in. Now let's see. Okay, video again. So I've got video this time. But that's very strange. So you guys are saying you're gonna lose your airplane if you keep trying. This is probably a pretty good point. I am nervous to fly this plane because that shouldn't be happening. And part of the problem is that I want to go test this, but as you can see outside, the weather isn't exactly going to allow that anytime soon. Yeah, that's snow in the end of April. So I am basically just wanting to know kind of what this issue is, and the reason I keep pointing to the receiver, saying it's a receiver issue, while everybody else is saying it's a filtering issue, is, well, a filtering issue, A, shouldn't be causing that much of a problem, I wouldn't think, and B, it doesn't account for the fact that my receiver, or excuse me, my video only turns on half the time. So very strange. But if you guys have any sort of knowledge, inside advice, or just thoughts that you just want to get out there, please let me know. I'm gonna also try my friend's he's got a Lawmate video receiver. I'm gonna try that out, and hey, maybe that is the problem, and if not, then we got a bigger problem on our hands somewhere. But again, just to remind you, I've eliminated these as variables, unless I got two defective transmitters, which is highly unlikely. So I think it's probably going to be this video receiver. But let me know what you think, and thanks for taking the time to kind of check it out. Thanks. Bye.